Hello everybody. Welcome to round 4, the finale of the secondary championship for season 6. Yes, I know I was a little bit late, but it's always about 4ish for these streams starting.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
So we've got qualifying starting in a few minutes, and then it'll be the Xbox race followed by the PC race. We'll watch the start of each race from the various perspectives that we've got, which is, we should have, I think anyway, I've got perspectives here for all of the championship contenders or the leaders in each championship for each platform, basically. So I'll go through a little bit of the permutations and stuff for some of the platforms, but yeah, we are here on PS5 waiting to start.
Oh, what a scumbag.
If you haven't seen already, we've got the Euros X32 is our GT4 car, and the Felon GT is our GT5 car. It's going to be interesting. There's quite a big gap between them, so there's going to be a lot of lappery. We're around Los Santos GP, the shortest circuit. So it's going to be intense, and we're going to have to keep our noses clean in GT4. But yeah, ready to go, basically. Thank you guys for joining us again for another MCEC day. Got a lot of spots available. A lot of no-shows. We were actually full up before we started the race. I sorted out all of the people in the right roles and stuff like that, and we should be, you know, full. There's 30 people with the role. Obviously not 30 people turning up, which is weird. Emmeline Josh will smoke you all. Well, he's not going to smoke me because we're on a completely separate platform, and he's not going to be smoking anybody who's in GT4. Bold to say that for someone who's racing in GT5. He is leading the championship though on GT5 Xbox, I believe. So, oh, I should be probably joining this. Qualifying time. Tell you what, I'll go through the championship permutations for each platform.
Oh, what a scumbag!
When we start each of the races, let's do that. Not at this point, Phil. Sorry. That's something new that the thing that I use is implemented. I can try when we're watching one of the races. Let me try that. You said yet to see the true potential of the Felon GTs. There may be the potential for rolling over significantly for the Felon GTs. Thank you guys for the various subscriptions and such. I will catch up with them probably after qualifying. We usually have a decent amount of downtime between qualifying and our race actually starting on PS5. So we all do qualifying together on all the platforms, and then Xbox starts their race at past, PC starts their race at 22, and then we start at 10:02. I've been putting timestamps in the
oh, what a scumbag!
In the YouTube videos of these. DB Cooper Zeus in MCEC, it's a fever dream. Is it? Is that a fever dream? I don't know anything anymore. I'm just here for a good time. It is very much a fever dream. Okay. But yeah, this is it. Final round of secondary. We've got the penultimate round of the main championship tomorrow. And then it'll all be over next week. Again. MCEC will be resigned to having been completed. Waiting for the when season 7 memes. I think we're close to being ready. He's typing the season 7 announcement. These races aren't as fun without you racing. I find them more fun. I've been racing in these. I'm racing in these races though.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Zeus probably woke up 10 minutes ago. He's based in the UK, by the way. How can you say that? It's not very nice to say about someone. How do you know? I also enjoy Bruffy not racing, especially on PS5. I have enjoyed not racing in the main championship, just from the stress that causes. But I have, on the flip side, enjoyed racing in the secondary championship. A bit more chilled out. Turn up, do the best I can, and then I deserve what I get at the end, and that's fine. Jonesy with the $4.99 super chat. After being a long time fan for countless years, I finally caught a live stream. Keep it up, bruv. Absolutely love the content. Well, thank you. He was going to join the last round in the secondary, but was still asleep. Oh, God. Well, you know, we all have different lives. Thank you very much, Josie, for the $4.99 super chat. Dazman with the 34 months. Good afternoon, Bruffy. Hope all is well. I got a promotion this week at work, so I'm finally an MOT tester and a decent pay rise to go with it. Well, congratulations. DB Cooper with the 5 minutes. Zeus and MCC, it's a fever dream. Mr. Sango with the 7 months. Grievous Mink with the 14 months. Good luck, Bruffy. Thank you. Uki with the 51 months. Race. Deviated with the 60 months. Woo indeed. Salaja with the 91 months. Verdlith with the 65 months. Did you know that 65 is the 19th distinct semi-prime and the third of the form where Q is a higher prime? I mean, who doesn't know that? And TS Nobody with the 109 months that you actually missed off because you did it slightly too early.
A
So I'll do
top-level
it now.
scumbag displaying the pinnacle of scumbaggery.
And a Severide can with the 100 bits. A good luck to all racers on all platforms today. Xbox, you'll need it. Thank you guys very much. I wonder if have the others started. I think PC's already done their qualifying. Xbox are about to start their qualifying. So as you can see, as usual with these, when I'm racing on the secondary championship, it's like when I'm racing in the main championship, except I'm showing different platforms as well, because all the platforms races happen simultaneously. So we've got PC GT4 and PC GT5 down below, Xbox Series X GT4 and GT5 on the right hand side at the bottom, and then PS5 GT5 over there, and I'm obviously PS5 GT4. They're doing their one lap qualifier on Xbox. I've got the championship contenders. I've got the championship leader, I think, from every platform. So Xbox, we've got Mixman, who's leading the GT4 championship over there. J Mills, who is leading the GT5 championship. GT5 on PC, I've got Timington, who's leading that championship. GT4 on PC, I haven't got the championship leader, mainly because they stream on Xbox and the tool that I'm using to show you all these perspectives. They stream on YouTube, sorry. And the tool that I use for all these perspectives doesn't work with YouTube streams. So we've got Neo Guy, who's in second place. And then we've got Saints Fan, who's the championship leader on PS5 in GT5. And then obviously me. Basically, if any of these perspectives win the race, they're going to win each respective championship. But for most instances, it's not that close, really. In most of the championships and most of the platforms, it's not actually that close. There's a few that are. Ironically, one of the closest is PS5 GT4, which is typical. No, I don't get any stress-free moments, do I? But I think PC GT5 is quite close as well, actually. And it's close between the top two in PC GT4, but Neo Guy, whose perspective we've got, has won the past two races and missed the first one, so as long as he does the same again, he'll win the championship. No, you can't guess drive in GT5. You can guess drive in GT4. The general rule that we've had for guest drives for the main championship is, unless you're in the bottom half of GT3 in the main championship, you need to be in GT4. If you're in the bottom half of GT3, then there's an argument for you being able to be in GT5, but yeah. GT4 otherwise. Oh, now you can't, Jack, so it looks like you've had a spot taken. Damn, this is a late qualifying. Xbox are going to be starting their race by the time we get qualifying done. Too much yapping. It's not on me. We're waiting to get Benty in and he can't get in.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Can I guest drive even though I haven't signed up and have neither of the cars? That seems like the perfect guest drive opportunity. Yes. All right. Qualifying. 1 lap non-contact shootout. Moggy with a 37 months, you should qualify faster. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I never thought about that. Thank you. Thanks for that tip. I qualified on pole position last round. It's not going to happen this round. I'll just do the best that I can. Wherever I end up is wherever I end up. We all go at 30 seconds on the timer. Always the optimist.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Have you thought about not qualifying and playing Squeaker instead? Thank you, Moofa, for the 43 months. Alright, let's get to the front. "30 seconds on the timer, we go." Jump starts there, if ever I've seen one. Seventh. Not spectacular, but I have to take it. Close in that top, say, 9. Insanely close. Saints fan, 1/10 of a second ahead of John Boy, our top 2 in GT5 as well. We got an hour-long race to go before all that, though. Qualifying's one thing. I'm right in that danger zone, though. Mid-pack. I'm right in the middle, aren't I? Bang on average. So, championship situations. On Xbox, Mixman is 13 points ahead of RBS and 14 points ahead of Cinchino, meaning that as long as Mixman finishes in like 11th in GT4 on Xbox, he's won the championship. MLN Josh is 16 points ahead of second place, so he'd have to finish like way down the order and have sneaky win. So basically, the championships are kind of already decided on Xbox unless something drastic happens. On PC, Killed by Rick, Nail Guy, and Leroy are 3 points apart at the top of GT4 on PC. If it's basically winner takes all for the top of for GT4, we'll be seeing Nail Guy's perspective. But yeah, it's a winner takes all for PC GT4 and kind of for PC GT5. Timington's 5 points ahead of Thunder, who's 3 points ahead of Eternum. It's Timington's to lose in that situation, I think, but we'll see how it goes. PC is probably the closest across the two, at least, on a single platform. GT5 on PS5. Saints Fan has won the first 3 races and is 12 points ahead of second place, so that's kind of done and dusted as well. In GT4 on PS5, Crown Skipper, who's on 44 points, is not here, it seems. I'm in second on 43 points, and Cool Cars Carter is in third place on 39 points. Rubber Duck is 5 points further back than that on 34. But with Crown Skipper not being here, that kind of like changes things up a bit. Looks like Xbox are basically ready to go. I wasn't expecting to be part of a championship fight into the final round, so we'll see how this goes. Xbox are getting ready to start. So there's 4 points difference between us. Do you know what? I can't even think about the points. I'm going to have to just do the race and then see where it all shakes out at the end. I'm 4 points ahead of Cool Cars Carter. But it's going to like, if I'm 4 points ahead at the end, if I'm 4 points behind at the end, then it'll go on count back and yeah. All right, Xbox are away. We are with Mixman, who's qualified in 6th place, it looked like. Has made it his way up into 5th and now is going up into 4th and 3rd with a massive dive bomb. And then instantly loses it again. There might be, the thing to keep in consideration here is, on Xbox especially, there might be a few guest drives for main championship drivers. There go the GT5s on Xbox. So it could be that a number of these people ahead of Mixman aren't going to take points away from him. Guest drivers don't take points. More than 6? Yeah, so like he could be 8th on the road now, but if there's 7 people ahead of him, oh, big crash. If there's 7 people ahead of him who are, big crash in GT5 as well, holy moly. Our championship leaders are having issues on Xbox. Yeah, so say he's 7th on the road, but if 6 people are in front of him who are main championship drivers, he'll get the points for 2nd, basically. Main championship drivers, even if they're guest driving, don't take points away from permanent secondary championship drivers. But to be fair, even though both of our championship leaders have had a bit of a nightmare in the first half of this race, first lap, they're in comfortable positions in the championship. Let's have a look. Yeah, actually, most of the people ahead of Mixman are main championship drivers, so he's fine. Although our GT5 championship leader, MLN Josh, he's going to have to go some. He needs to make up positions. No doubt about that. But again, he's got quite a good gap that it would have to go horribly wrong from this point on to lose the championship, effectively. Xbox is the least. There's the least on the line for the Xbox championships, I would have said. I'm going to be right back, because I need to pee. I think if the race went the way that qualifying did, and I finished 7th and Carter finishes 3rd, he would take the championship by 1 point, I think. I would have had to have been 6th. I think my maths is correct with that. There's 1 point between each position after the top 3, basically. Looks like PC are almost ready to go. GT5 champion-elect. Making up places on Xbox. As is our GT4. Is he going to go for a move up the inside? Yep, into the hairpin. Space is there. Away he goes. That gains him no extra points because that was a main championship driver. Right, let me try and fix this perspective. These platforms, like, they change. Where is it that had the white line? PS5 GT5, was it? Yeah, these websites, these multi-streaming websites, like, change stuff, and it just, if you've got setups like I do that are reliant on things not changing, it just completely messes with everything. All right. I think that should work. Good enough anyway to get rid of the white line. PC are a little bit behind. Race should have started by now. I knew going into a free roam lobby would come back to bite them at some point. It just took the final race for it to happen. Xbox always punctual. Yeah, Xbox especially on secondary championship, you guys have always been bang on time. No, I think do you know what? I think if the race finished just from the qualifying, would I win the championship on countback? Have I got to be 4 positions or less behind Carter to win the championship? Is that my goal? Like that's it, right? If he's not in the top 2. If he's in the top 2, it changes things completely, but Infamous Ryan versus RDT. Oh yeah, RDT was joining, wasn't he, for the final round? Is it Infamous Ryan and RDT at the front of GT5? Damn. Ex-main championship drivers from way many years past. Not at the front. Oh, okay. What has happened on Xbox GT4? Mixman's got up in the second. There must have been chaos with the lappery. That's something we're going to have to be careful of. The pace difference between the 2 cars today is big. And we have... We have a significant amount of lapping to do of the slower cars. Because it's such a short track. 36 laps. We're going to lap them, what, 5-6 times? Interesting battle in GT5 on Xbox. I just want everybody to, on PS5 at least, everybody to follow the rules. I don't want to have, or at least, championships are decided where any decision making of penalties doesn't impact the championship. That would be swell. Nice clean race for everybody. No penalties, no reports. WRC with the $1. Is your YouTube notifications working? My 26-month didn't appear. YouTube getting through, my 26-month didn't show. Thank you for the super chat and the donation. YouTube notifications are working. It could have been that you did your... well, I can't say the same for... Jesus. PC GT4 is having a nightmare. I can't say whether the subscription notifications are working, but I can't go and read it right now because that would be on this screen that I'm trying to show the races. So I'll catch up with it at the end. Thank you though for your 26 months of being a member, WRC. And Ollie Duff as well with the 74 months. Good luck, don't die in the first corner. I mean, I'll try. All right, let's go. PC are taking forever, so we might as well get started. No rain for this one. Who's on pole position? Moggy? Okay. So because Moggy is a main championship driver, he's not... Oh, this is on PC I'm talking about now. He won't get any points. So Neo Guy is going to take home maximum points, which means he would win the championship. So as long as Neo Guy stays where he is for PC GT4, he'll win the championship. Timington looks somewhat further back, maybe, in the order for GT5. But if you want to see the spreadsheet, it's at profi.com/MCEC6 secondary. And there you can see how the points go. Might be rain on the last lap. Oh, maybe, given how long this is taking. We might get away with it. By the time we get started, I feel like by the time the rain gets started and actually wets the track, I think we might get away with it. Good luck, have fun, everyone. Yes, indeed. Good luck, have fun, everybody. Everybody got to respawn. And I'm starting 7th. I'm nervous. This is scary. I haven't been in a championship fight since Season 3 main championship in like 2017 or something. I'm too old for this. Wrong side. For context, Mixman's severely hungover. Oh, really? Our GT4 champion elect racing severely hungover. That's bold strategy. See if it pays off for him. I wonder if we'll get started before PC does at this rate. You'll have to let me know in the chat when PC finishes, and I'll put my full screen on, but there's going to be a significant crossover with the races, so we'll be on this perspective for quite a while. The secondary championship spreadsheet is, yeah, MCEC6 secondary. profi.com/MCEC6 secondary. What was that all about? Thank you, Nico. I do my best. Just gotta go on that those years of MCEC experience, I guess. hope I can have a good race. Brady's having a meltdown in the in-game chat. Oh, really? Moggy had a stinking start off the line. Yeah, it looks like Neil Guy's gotten up into first place. If he finishes there, he'll win the championship. I can see Brady having such issues getting this grid sorted. So Timington looks like he's in 5th place in GT5. I think that would still be enough to win in the championship regardless of what happens elsewhere. But GT5 on PC is a little bit more open than what we've seen, what the championships are on. It's probably the closest championship outside of this PS5 GT4 battle. Oh, that was almost a catastrophic takeout. Yeah, we are seeing our championship protagonists in the perspectives, so as long as these guys who you're seeing on screen do well, they will be winning their respective championships. I'm scared. Turning back the clock, being in a championship fight. Might be GT4 secondary championship, but I wasn't expecting to be in this position. Especially after the first 2 rounds. Just picture everyone naked or something. All right. Wow, that's hopeless. It's the first time I've hit that apex prop in about 10 years. Whew, okay. That was ridiculous. The rest of the race is just going to be like that. Struggling to settle into a rhythm. There we go. Come on. Could have been worse. A little bit unlucky with GT5 traffic in this one, but I think that's just the nature of the track, to be honest. It's going to be like that. Too inconsistent. Come. Too early. Terrible. I've really been unlucky with GT5s today. It happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Wait, he didn't need to give me that back, unless he's missed his braking point massively, but I didn't see the problem there. I'm not gonna lose time to give it back. Oh, this is difficult. Thanks. Halfway through the race at the end of this lap. So easy to lose time. There's a gap behind, we're halfway through. Let's reset. Need to know where I'm at. Okay. That's good. Not gonna lie. The biggest battle I have at the moment is with my own head. I've got pace. I'm just struggling to find it. Let's just do the best I can. Okay. and not defending faster GTs. Holy shit. Absolutely the worst place to catch a GT5. It's twice now. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh my lord. I'm having some really bad GT5 luck. That's a bit better. Good lap, more of that, please. Horrific. So inconsistent. Oh, it's a struggle.
Double scumbag.
Ah. Is nobody else having all these GT5 issues? A lot of cars coming up. Keep it clean, keep it smart. Patient. Oh, thank God I got in front of it before that. Holy shit. Missed both. Did Carter get involved with a GT5? I guess I'm not the only one who's having GT5 issues. Whoever was following me's got involved as well. Rubber duck, is it? Keeping it clean, I mean, it's... I'm glad I gave myself that little pep talk before those GT5s, because that was dicey, and being patient has really helped me there. Missing both. Maybe they still have to pit. The person who was behind me, maybe that's where they've gone. It's a possibility. I don't know what the pit stop strategy is for everybody. One out of 36 Look at the gaps next time around. We are going to get a sprinkling, aren't we, at the end? I haven't practiced in the rain. Because I thought we weren't going to get any. Classic. Oh my god. There's no way. Six ahead, 6 behind, 26 behind that. But most importantly, the person ahead of me is caught. Here comes the rain. Two laps to go. Since it looks like PC's finished, I guess we'll get one more lap in. With full screen. Alright, rain. GT5s, which have been the bane of my existence the whole race. Let's keep it nice and easy. Still not a wet track yet. Now it is. Switch to full on the next straight, on the main straight. I can't do it anywhere else really. A little bit of spice at the end with the rain. Last lap. Wow, gaps have increased massively across the board. We've only had rain for like 30 seconds. Passing, I think, the leader in GT5 on the last lap. And our other perspectives that we're not going to see at this point. Wow, close finish between the top two. Must have been a good comeback from Young, considering they were racing me at one point. Zeus has finished 4th. Carter's in 5th. I needed to finish 5 places behind Carter. I haven't. I've finished 1. Wow. Okay. That wasn't something that I expected coming into this season at the start of it. I just won the GT4 championship. Mostly through just being here for all the rounds. Let's be honest. But holy shit. Especially after the first round and the second round. I wasn't expecting any of that. How has that happened? Thanks for the GGs and the congrats and everything. Okay. And I guess I had a pretty unclean race, a pretty difficult race, but I did what I needed to do. I was a 10th and a half off my championship contender. I managed to get it. I hadn't got a 37 in practice. I actually did do some practice for this. I hadn't got a 37 at all throughout the entirety of my practice. I was maxed out on a 38-1. And I got it. I got multiple 37s during the race. So I'm really happy with that. I got multiple 38s and 39s as well. It was really inconsistent, but I guess I did what I needed to do. And I was quicker than everybody behind, so... Damn. GG's, everybody. You need to see the end of the race from P1 POV. Oh, really? Was it mad? True, Nico. Thank you for the help, Nico. I saw your little messages. A couple of them anyway. I wasn't reading chat, but I saw a couple. And it helped me with the second brake boost, definitely. I was struggling with my own mind in that one, honestly. I was having like palpitations at one point. My heart was fluttering and everything, and then I was just so off pace and terrible lap times, and just couldn't get a handle on the car and the controller, and it felt like everything was just going through syrup. Like my hands were just all over the place. But I think I made it really difficult for myself. With hitting the apex barrier at the start. Well, I haven't hit that apex prop. I haven't messed up on that corner in, yeah, it must be over 10 years on LSGP. And to do it there when I was already in a good position at that point. It's been a bit of a comeback since then, I suppose, but I can't believe that, honestly. It was the win in the Vans round, last round. That's what's done it. That's the only thing that's done it. It was pretty standard otherwise. Like, pretty middling results in most of the races, but participating in all of them and getting one win was enough. Daddy still got it. So that means I've won I've won GT1, GT2, GT3 and GT4 championships. Oh my god. That's crazy. MCEC Season 7 went to win GT5. GG's and our champions. Saints fan ended up winning GT4, it looks like. GT5 even, which meant Saints fan has won. Saints fan probably should have been in GT4, but has won every single race in GT5. You'll be able to see all the final championship tables and stuff like that on Ruffy.com/MCEC6 secondary. Nail Guy, I saw Nail Guy won in GT4. So he won the championship in GT4 on PC. How did Timington do? Did Timington win the championship on PC GT5? It looked like he was in 14th. Timington P2, so that's guaranteed win then. Didn't think I would win this. Yeah, considering, I mean, you came into the championship 1 round late, Neo Guy, but you've scored 3 wins. And that's what, you know, I thought was enough to get you to the end. Okay. And get you the win. I mean, 60 points would have won you, well, it wouldn't have won you the championship on PS5 GT5 because that's a full 80 points from Saints fan. But what did I get for that? 12? Yeah, I only got 59 to win PS5. So 3 wins is enough to win a championship most of the time in secondary. You rarely have someone winning so many. On Xbox, how did Mixman do? Did Mixman do enough? I assume he did enough. Thank you, Netrex, for the raid, Lady Netrex. It would have been a catastrophic situation for Mixman not to win the championship, I think, on Xbox. I'm pretty sure he did. And then MLN Josh, second of the actual championship drivers. So, yeah, Mixman, yeah, won the first race and then finished second in the next 3, so it easily won. And then MLN Josh, I assume, won GT5 on Xbox because, again, it would have taken something catastrophic for him not to have won. So those are our champions. PC, Timington was your GT5 champion. Neo Guy was your GT4 champion. On Xbox, MLN Josh was your GT5 champion, with Mixman your GT4 champion. Assuming no, reports and stuff don't come in and change it, but usually not to this extent. And on PS5, Saints Fan was your GT5 champion with a full 80 points, 4 wins from 4. And unbelievably, I was your GT4 champion on PS5. I'm really happy about it, but I still just don't get it. How's that happened? That's not what I was expecting at the start of this. I've had put my points at 12, 11, and 12. So 2 6th places and a 5th. No, 2 6th places and a 7th. It was the win last time out in the vans. That's the only thing that's won me the championship. And loads of other people not turning up. But yeah. That's everything. Thank you, YouTube. I'll end the YouTube VOD here. Is there an extra prize for oldest GT champion? I don't think there's any extra prizes. Thank you for the 100 bits, Timington. What do you mean extra prize? There's no main prize? Yeah, I'll end the YouTube stream here. We'll finish up the rest of the stream on Twitch with a quick marbles, and then I do need to go. But yeah, thank you guys for being here and watching. That is the secondary championship all done and dusted. I am amazingly GT4 champion on PS5. Yes, crazy. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow for the main championship to start the penultimate round again on LSGP, but we'll be in sedans, and I get to relax and watch this time because that was stressful the whole way through. All right, bye bye YouTube. Thanks for watching.